The video has the subtitle. Please turn on captioning for better understanding.
The pro players rarely miss the ball, but the amateur players often miss the ball. Why? Here is a very good coaching tips from the coaching team of Fangbo.
Today, I will explain why your ball contact time is too short. What is the principle behind it? Where is the problem? I had many amateur players try it out. And what is the common issue? It's all about the ball contact. You are combining waist rotation and arm movement. Into what? A single motion. Just one move and it's done. That's why your ball contact time. If you want it to be longer, if you want to control the ball, you can't hold on to it. For example, when looping a backspin ball. Watch this. Does my ball contact time look long? Even if I wanted it to be, doesn't it feel like that? Look at this. The problem is that your movement is too short and too fast. Understand? Look, look. Do you see? Do you notice the issue? Actually, technically speaking, there is no big problem with the motion itself. Right? The motion is fine. I rotate my waist from here to here. But why does the ball contact sound so thin and empty? And too short? The contact time is too brief. Too short, too fast. Yes, that's why when you loop the ball, it always sounds like this. That's why your contact time is short. You don't grab the ball deeply, right? Good evening. Yes. If you like our table tennis coaching, follow us. Most people loop like this. You assume that looping means I use my waist to guide my hand. Have you heard this advice? I believe the most common phrase you hear is rotate the waist, pull the arm. If you agree, isn't that the most common phrase? Rotate the waist, pull the forearm. Rotate the waist, pull the forearm. Right. If you agree, press 1. Have you ever heard players around you say, coaches say, rotate the waist, pull the forearm? Right. And then add explosive power. Right? Power for beginners. Isn't this exactly what I just did? Right. So, rotating the waist and retracting the forearm doesn't mean it's wrong. Rotating the waist and retracting the forearm is just what I did earlier, right? There are specific methods for rotating the waist. There are also methods and details in retracting the forearm. The wrist and fingers also play a role. If you only focus on waist rotation and forearm retraction, you won't be able to develop properly. You'll only be able to loop with average spin. You'll only be able to loop comfortable balls. Like professional players, or even high-level amateur players, who can grip the ball solidly and deeply. You won't be able to do it. Understand? You won't be able to do it. Rotating the waist and retracting the forearm. Is there anything wrong with rotating the waist and retracting the forearm? Any issues? No issues. Exactly. But does my loop look like what as amateur players typically do? It feels very dry, right? This kind of shot barely grips the ball. Even if I apply force, look, let me try again. Doesn't the power feel very rigid and lifeless? There's no real force. This kind of hit is just contacting the ball, not grazing it. That's the feeling. So, should you accelerate at the moment of contact? It's not just about acceleration. Why did I take the time today to explain this? Everyone's understanding is why you can't find the feeling of holding the ball longer, where you can firmly grip the ball on your racket. For example, when I do a high arc loop, I can stick to the ball. That's when you gain true control. Did you see the way I looped just now? This isn't necessarily wrong, but it's a common issue many players have. It's not a mistake, but it's something you need to change. You need to go to the next level. That means extending the ball holding time. Watch closely. I still rotate my waist. use my forearm and wrist. What's different? Did you notice any differences? I still rotate my waist. I still use the same techniques, right? Some might say it's about the blade tip. It's not the most important factor. It's not the most important thing. The stance is the same. The angle is also the same. I'll tell everyone now where the difference occurs. The entire body movement is exactly the same. The force exertion is the direction of the force exertion and the direction of waist rotation. There are some differences. Look, let me show everyone. Can't say wrong. Everyone is far from what they usually learn. Look at the waist rotation and arm retraction. Waist rotation and arm retraction, look everyone. No problem, right? In this direction, even if you let me grab it. Just you. How do I add friction? Its duration is very short. Add a lot of friction. You will feel that you are pushing the ball. It is coming from this direction to this direction. So, it can't be held. Whoever pulls like this can't hold it. Then I'll tell everyone. Where is the main problem? It's not about wrapping it. Then if I say, I change this direction of force, I turn my entire waist in an outward direction. I don't turn from right to this side anymore. I turn from this direction to that direction. That is, the waist turns towards teacher Chunhao's direction. The wrist turns from inside to outside. Then turn. Bringing the change is a natural retraction. Your entire force is turning in that direction. Exert force in that direction. Yes, you can hold the ball for a longer time. Although I'm saying this now, you might think, what does this mean? Right, do you feel this way? I'll do it slowly for everyone. Hit one. Do you feel that the ball holding time has become longer? Yes, right? You will feel this. My whole body is sticking to this ball, controlling the outer arc of the ball. 3. Having an outer arc means this, but remember, your waist must not be turned directly over. The position of our whole body, this torso. If you turn your waist directly, this force, it's over in an instant. It's over. Ah. See, it's over in an instant. Arm retraction is over. It's a very dry force. It cannot be extended. Understand? Then you see. I want to turn in that direction.
Read more about table tennis on my blog, PingSunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.